Big question for me has always been, and I've done videos on this before, what happens if the power goes out? What happens if something fails and electricity or breakers or wiring failures or just, like I said, power outages and other things? What can I do to help minimize the risk of losing all this stuff? You know, we've kept it alive and fed the wood burner and all these things for a couple months now, and I'd like to make it through to April. That's the goal. So this has become kind of one of my new favorite little gadgets. This piece of tech right here is going to help me to mitigate against power failures. And so this I've showed this in another video recently about backup power options, and this is one of the coolest. So this has a wireless charging thing on the top here for phones and other things, and it's got all your AC, regular AC outlets here, and then USB power, and then it also has some DC outputs that I'm not using right now, but I may use in the future. It also has regular car, cigarette lighter adapter, auto adapter. So let's plug a few things in here. Let's turn the AC on. So this has a big battery in it. It's a deep cycle. I believe this is actually a lithium ion battery that's in here, and so it's a real high-end battery. It has a charge controller built into it. It's basically a whole renewable energy system built into one little portable box. You've got your charge controllers, you've got your inverters, and it's a pure sine wave, real high-end, nice inverter, so you get real clean power out of these. It's basically like one of those little mini generators, like those little Hondas. This actually has only a 300 watt capacity on the AC side. It will peak above that, so if you have a drill or something that maybe draws 400 watts for a second or two, it's fine, but it'll run continuous at 300. So let's get a few things plugged in here from the system and see what kind of power draws we have, and we'll see how well this will work for emergency backup for our little survival garden here. All right, so let's take a look at what we have here. So we've got our plug going out to the temperature controller, which is here, and then this cord runs out to the fan. Fan is set on low, and right now it is calling for heat, and so the fan is running. And then we also have this cord that goes out to our wood burner. So that's running the circulation pump right now, and it's not calling for heat on the wood burner, so the other little blower is not on right now. And it looks like we're pulling 147 watts. So let's let it warm up to temperature in the raised bed, and we'll see once that fan goes off what my running wattage is. So the raised bed has reached temperature, so it's over 45 now, so the fan has shut off, and let's see where we're at. So this is just the circulation pump and the wood burner running now, and at 72 watts, so it looks like we're pulling. So that's a 24/7, 72 watts. Every hour, all day, all night, that circulation pump runs. So there's a lot of variables here. I mean, the colder it is, the more often this fan is going to run. The colder it is, the more often the blower is going to kick on and the wood burner, and so that's going to vary how much power is being used here. So this is a 500 watt hour battery in here, and so at just estimating, I'd probably get 4 or 5 hours that I could run the system, the garden out here, from this battery backup. So one of the coolest things about this little Maxoak emergency backup or backup power system is that it comes ready to go. It has a solar or wind charge controller built right into it, and so you can actually hook it directly up to solar panels and charge it. And I just so happened to grab a couple of 100 watt solar panels off Amazon, and I have been waiting for a nice sunny day to test these out, and so far I haven't found one. We are looking directly at the sun here and this is Michigan winter, so not a lot of sunlight going this week, and so I haven't been able to really test these out. I plan to build a stand for these or put these on the roof of a building that I'm going to be building nearby here, and these will be used to power this greenhouse and charge things just like this. It's all ready to go for the solar charger, so it comes with the power cable that has the MC4 connectors right on the other end of it. And so let's hook this thing up and just see, I don't know if we'll get anything out of the cloudy day today, but let's just hook it up and see what we can get as far as solar charging goes. Two watts, all right. So this shows the input wattage there. I have the panels wired in series here, so I've got 24 volts coming off from the manual for the charger here. Says that it works a little better if you have over 12 volts to charge the battery. So inside the greenhouse here, we're getting a lot of block sunlight from the moisture condensation on the plastic, and you get some sun loss through the plastic anyway, and then of course the complete cloudy dark day today. So we'll get those panels outside in a later video, and we'll work on setting up a solar system, and maybe a wind generator to go along with this might work really well. Maybe if I use the two together, we'll be able to keep the system charged up and running for overnight. A shout out to Maxoak that makes this little battery backup deal. These things are pretty cool. This is going to be kind of my go-to, I think, for camping and that kind of thing. I could even take these solar panels with me, you know, back to the back when we go camping, or out if we do rural camping or something like that, and plug this in, and this will run, you know, most of the things that we need for our camper, charging phones and running a couple fans or radios and running our little 12-volt pump for the water and all that stuff. So pretty cool little deal. I also have a larger one of these that we're going to be testing out with some solar power and things like that over the next month or so. And so stay tuned for some of that stuff. I'd like to get more into renewable energy on the farm, and this is a cool way to do it. It's all in one. You've got your charge controller, you've got your battery, you've got your inverter, everything's all built in. And so for somebody who just wants something grab and go and easy, you don't need to worry about putting a system together and sizing a bunch of stuff out. You've got it kind of a ready-made deal. You just buy some solar panels, plug them in, and you're ready to go. You've got a little renewable energy system. So pretty cool little deal. This is going to be handy for me. If we lose power, I've got generator problems. Sometimes I've got little breakers that go out in here, things get wet and GFCIs trip or something else happens where I just need to get out here and get this system running. I can come out here with this little deal, plug it in, and the system will be safe and continue running while I figure things out, get things fixed, or get a more permanent, bigger generator running or something like that. So this is going to be my go-to backup for the survival garden. It's been doing very well so far. I just